What's going on, boys and girls from across the world? It's your man, Mikey Budd, and today I just wanted to give you 3 stretches that you could do to help counter your shoulders from rounding forward. But more importantly, if you do have an injured shoulder or you're heading in that direction where your doctor said we may need surgery, I want to make sure that you can do some of these first so that we can avoid that route. The first one we're going to do is going to be the overhead stretch. Now, you're going to need a door like this, where you can either use both hands, but for today's video, I'm only going to use one arm as my left shoulder has been killing me. So we're going to focus on that one. But remember, you want to do this for both shoulders. If you are time crunched, you can always bring both at the same time. So let's bring our left arm up against the wall, hand and the belly of the forearm. We're going to step a few inches back, but then our right foot's going to come forward. So you want opposite leg from the arm that's up. Then you're going to start to lean in just ever so gently to a point where you feel like your shoulder is being pulled back. So from a profile view, we kind of go from this to this, right? And this is good because it frees up our thoracic extension. In other words, if we're rounding a lot, it's going to help us stand a little more upright. If you have tight lats or triceps, this is really good to enhance your overhead mobility. So definitely recommend it. 2 thumbs up. Easy as we come down. And now we're going to do a little goal post here. So I like to think that if like a football field, goal. But your goal post arm, elbow bent at 90 degrees. We want to try to keep the elbow on the same plane as the shoulder. Same thing. We get the belly, elbow, and the hand right up against our wall. Left foot back, right foot forward. Without turning my torso, I'm just going to lean ever so slightly in. And at first, this is also what's really cool about doing these stretches too, guys, is that it can really help you investigate what might be an issue if you are feeling excruciating pain. In this one, we are doing a little bit more of external rotation, a little bit more abduction. So if you're struggling with this one in particularly, chances are, it could be one of any of the rotator cuffs. The infraspinatus is probably one of the most commonly injured ones, and that one usually causes pain if we are going to go in for this external rotation. But if there is some striking pain, you're like, no, I can't even do the stretch. Go see your doctor, talk with your physical therapist. You may need an MRI, and we want to make sure that we're investigating as we do this so that we don't continue certain movements that are only going to damage us in the long run. Okay. Now, final stretch, my favorite one, I like to call it the penguin, because when I was a kid, I used to pretend I was a penguin like this. So make your little penguin arm. You're going to keep your elbow close by the ribs. If you want to put a towel there just to ensure it stays, do that. This one we're going to press pretty much depending on how much space you have. You could either put the whole hand or maybe even just the knuckle pad up against your surface. And you're going to notice in this one in particular, your torso wants to turn. It wants to follow the wrist because of the way that we're rotating in our arms here. But the idea is to not only twist away from it, but just like everything else, we're pushing our way forward. So we really feel the stretch in our pec major, our pec minor, the front shoulder. This is the one, if you're thinking, if I had to say actually like any one, if you're thinking any stretch that's going to counter rounded shoulders, I would select this one over the other 3. Not that the other 2 aren't great. They're freaking phenomenal. But I really like this one because, well, I really can't say why I like it. All of them are great. But I really like this one because I drive a lot. I sit at the computer a lot. Admittedly, I'm on the couch and I'm watching TV sometimes for hours at a time. So a lot of this position is what my body's gotten used to. Upper head, that's all good. But what I'm telling you is that when you do that little penguin, you're basically going from this to like a little butterfly opening up. So I just want you to think about that. But friends, I hope you found this video helpful. I hope these stretches really do help. Again, if you are feeling any striking pain, something that's just like, absolutely not, maybe see your doctor, maybe check out that MRI. But if you're not in that route yet, if you're like, it just feels uncomfortable, or I just want to do these every day, and I promise you're not going to only walk a little bit taller, but you're going to feel a little bit more confident knowing that your strong shoulders can handle the weight of the world. Until next time, friends, take care of yourself and each other. Peace.